Rock and roll, people. Give you another video. It's a new day around here. Feeling great, feeling good. Hope you and your family have a good one. Peace be unto you. All that good stuff. Today I'm going to talk about Arab Spring, Arab Fall, whatever you want to call it. Now, Arab Spring, or did they have problems beforehand to have this? Now, a lot of people are feeling like there's a lot of experts, quote unquote experts. I'm not an expert because I don't have a degree in this, and I never, was diplomatic. I just happened to talk to a lot of people, who are from there. Maybe I've been there, you don't know. Arab Spring was just the tip of the iceberg, some people think. It might be, too. That came from decades upon decades upon decades of suppressing freedoms at the end of the day in these effective Arab countries. Now, you have corrupt governments, you have no shame in the abuse of power, you have the letting the people suffer while a country goes to hell, you have suppression of the press, you have repression of certain freedoms, social realities ain't matching up, you have all this. People feel it led to like the revolutions were just the tip of the iceberg. Just boom, it just exploded. Things aren't looking too great for the near future either, because you got Al Qaeda, which I'll be discussing later in the video. You have Al Qaeda, you have the Muslim Brotherhood, you have the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. It's just that we replace one regime with another regime. It's like the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. But democracy is slow, and it's a complicated process. And we really can't stick our nose over there because, once again, it'll be a holy hell again. These countries must embrace the tough road that lies ahead of them. They must understand, democracies aren't built overnight, and I know it's a power struggle right now. But you have to change the culture by basically changing everything, really. Even the rules of the game, you got to change the rules of the game on the fly. Reforms, implement unpopular policies to the people. If you live in America, we got a lot of unpopular policies. You have to do this from scratch. But then you got the Al Qaeda factor, which is the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now it's still your enemy. The Al Qaeda, the presence in all these revolutions, it's very unwelcome because of their extremism. I'm not saying they're not for or against the people, it's because they're just a little extreme in what they do. This is another reason these uprisings have been confused with, because the government and the fighters, the fighter can be from that country, but Al Qaeda can plant fighters who want to fight for the fighters, if you can pick up on this, against the country. Well, the problem with that is a lot of these rebel groups and a lot of these fighters against the government don't want Al Qaeda, because they know if they fight with them, Al Qaeda wants a piece of the pie. And if Al Qaeda gets a piece of the pie, it's a wrap. So Al Qaeda basically tried to hijack the revolution out East Syria and divert the original cause, was maybe in Syria the cause was get the government out. But now you're gonna have if Al Qaeda gets their way, it's gonna be Afghanistan before Afghanistan was Afghanistan. Like I said, even though these rebels may welcome the help, they don't welcome the after effects. There'll be no democracy if Al Qaeda's in charge. Well, it will be a democracy if you'll say what we do, and you'll vote to do it. But Al Qaeda, it's the religious pulse of a lot of people. They just hit that nerve. What they're spitting is like religious facts. It's just that they're wackos. They're like the Tea Party. It's like Arabic Tea Party. So, end of the day, the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy. So, I'm out of here. Deuces.